Okay, we're back with a little bit of Pokopia today. I might just stitch this onto the next VOD, we'll see, but I need to finish up some of these stuff that I was working on last time and just barely couldn't finish the daily. We'll see what I can turn in here. Hey, Turnin, how you doing? I'm gonna do the party food is the big thing I'm missing here. I need wheat, and I gotta bring Pokemon here. And I'm probably gonna make a bunch of iron bars too. Then we'll see about building the Poke Center. Hey, thanks, Ravadon. Appreciate that. How have you been? Thanks. Appreciate that. 76 iron ingots. You love to see it. Okay. Maybe set some more of those up if we get time later. Convenient. This week's stamp card. Alright, add stack. Fantastic. So we can do that. That's one of the main reasons I want to log in. Let's finish up the party here first. So I need to go get wheat. I think we had a... There we go, right over here. So wheat doesn't keep growing like beans do, it looks like, right? It's like you have to replant some of it. Oh, I guess I asked that before. This doesn't show you that visually. Okay. No, I physically see it. I'm just saying, like, it's quite a bit less obvious than the bean plant, which is still sprouted out of the ground. Thank you, though. Yeah. Bring Pokemon here. We're here. Okay, we need Riolu. Yeah, exactly. Fido is a really great name. "4:46 p.m. Okay. Then get everyone else started working on the Poke Center. Need a builder. So I could go grab Onyx as a builder, right? Makes sense. Okay. I think we have a builder in this zone anyway. Probably want to go check out. I've got a new dream island that I've never been to before. So we could do that. Thank you all for praising me for nothing. It's great. It's one of the best things about this game. Huh? Is someone there? Oh, hey. Sweet. We just get each other. You and me are friends now. You and me are enemies now. It's funny. Hell yeah, I'm friends with Charizard. Okay. So let's see, where is Dildy McWhat's his name? The Pokedex can help me find people, right? Where are my sorts, out of curiosity? Okay, not super helpful. I guess this is interesting, so it'll just skip entries. Or this is this game's Pokedex specifically. Here we go. Timber. Filter? Oh, just for in this area, you mean? And there's like a button I have to press on him to be able to like make him my sought-after Pokemon. Search, that's it, yes. Oh, hey, the long search is over. Hey, what's up, man? Whoa, is somebody there? Cool. You seem like an interesting character. Oh, they do? Okay, thank you. Recipe for a cart. Didn't know they followed you when you warped. That's cool. A lot to keep track of in this game. Alright, y'all. This way. Okay. Oh, I do need one with bulldoze. Got some of them here, I think. Oh, okay. That's helpful, thanks. Okay, so we just gotta go get Larvitar and Graveler, or somewhere. Pretty food's ready. Oh, I guess this game's in my actual time zone. My stream computer is set to Pacific time. Okay, just gotta find Graveler then. Sorry, I'm surprised at the order that they're in here. Yo, I totally am. There he is. Cool, he rolls to follow you. I like that. Gotcha. Be done tomorrow. That's what I wanted to do. Alright, let's do it. What legendary Pokemon are we going to meet? Parties make it easier to become better friends with Pokemon or meet new ones. What a party! One of my favorite places when we went to Japan recently was Go-Go Curry. Totally get it. I don't recognize this one. This must be a pretty new one. Smell of my curry even drew that Pokemon out? It's kind of noisy. Volcanion. I feel like they kind of they did like the god of space and time and the god of everything a little bit too early. Want to eat some curry? It's kind of nice how quiet it is without humans around. It's their fault the world's so messed up. Consider me a friend now. Trainer rank increased to Ultra. So is meeting this guy like a hard requirement for that trainer rank up? Or did it just contribute a bunch of points or something? It's hanging out. Didn't really have as big of a climate issue in this zone as the other zones. Not that they're going to have us solve. Our solution here was to party, right? Cannon and fireworks. Sadly, the humans didn't join us this time. I'm really hoping that they, at the end, are like, we don't need the humans. This is great. Yeah, kind of, my vibe was that, oh, each zone is going to be like a different climate crisis that we're going to intervene in. So it's like, it's not raining, it's dark, right? Then this one is like, we need to party. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool too. I guess at some point, like, you don't want to do something really, really boring, like clear up a shitload of volcanic ash. So, there's supposed to be another exit in this zone? Sorry, I keep thinking that's going to be this button. One off to the east. Oh, that's the one I came in from, right? I know there's one back in the starting area. But they're saying the one here is the one that just opened up? Try to do a Dream Island too before we wrap here. Get some more daily stuff up and running. Ore crates. Oh no. Interesting. Lantern, moss, stalagmites. Does make me wonder. Furnace spots. I think if we went deep in here, it was just kind of a dead end, right? Dibs on living here. Oh, fuck. Ouch. Charcadet. Firefighting? Supposed to be like a Sentai hero. Berries rich in fat. Cute. See if I can find this other exit somewhere. This is cool looking. Oh, I recognize this place. Kanto Museum. I guess so. I don't know. This is where you can get either fossil Pokemon in the first game, Pokemon Red. Rainbow feathers. Ah, okay. Yo! I love the way they tried to, like, give personality to all of them, given that they don't have the utility of Japanese politeness levels, right? Pronouns. And lost relics. Okay, so it's just like Animal Crossing's museum. Got it. Poor baby. I feel so bad for Ben, though, because he, after Marty passed away, he would constantly come on during stream and just, like, sit on my desk, standing in front of the screen, and I couldn't see the screen. I thought he was just being a jerk. He just wanted to be at eye level. Poor baby. Now, he's been there every stream since we got it. I wish I realized sooner. Cute bed. Oh, I see. That's really cool. I like that. It's really neat to use the habitat system for stuff like this. The habitat system is such a good fucking idea. It makes me angry. Have any other devs other than the Dragon Quest Builders dev used that yet? Because if it's been in Dragon Quest Builders for a while, you'd think someone else would think to take advantage of it. Saying that we kind of had a rapid fire, use my words here. Game developers would come up with some kind of like basic mechanic that was really, really easy to implement and which other developers could borrow pretty inexpensively to kind of blow open what was possible with their games. And that sort of thing used to happen a lot more frequently years ago, but now that video games are becoming more mature as a medium, you know, you don't really get big blow your mind discoveries like that very often. You know, one of them is like portals. There's a lot you can do with portals, even games that aren't, you know, portals specifically. Another one that was the one that I previously thought was the most recent one was Titanfall 2's, you know, press X to time travel thing, where you kind of just layer two versions of the map on top of each other, and they give you a button you can press that toggles between the two different maps. You see that in so many games now. It's in Dishonored, it's in Alan Wake 2. And it's just like a simple idea. It costs you very little to just say, hey, we're going to keep track of your coordinates in these two maps and let you toggle between them and feel like you're moving through time or whatever the hell, right? But I think this idea of like, yeah, in a voxel-based, you know, block game, we can keep track of what's in each coordinate in your voxel coordinate text file and allow certain special things to happen if you have specific combinations in those coordinates, as though it was like a code, right? So I guess it's only helpful for games that are already like voxel based, but Terraria is probably the seed of the idea with these special conditions that are required in order for something to count as a house for people to move into, but it never really goes further than that, which is why I really like this idea and why I keep saying that I want to see a Epiphany puzzler that's based in this system, right? It's kind of a straightforward Minecraft-like, but it's full of like crazy puzzles that are all hiding in plain sight because they're technically block combinations that would be prohibitive for the player to like experiment with and find on their own. I think you could make a huge Epiphany puzzler. It could be like the scope comparable to something like Blueprints, just with that basic mechanic. Canceling the project. Minecraft mods do multi-block machines that have a similar logic to them. So it's like if you place these things in this order, you've built a machine, essentially. I wish that Lucid Blocks game we played last week explored it, because the game is like really, really awesome in principle, but doesn't have enough ideas for how cool the concept is, I think. But it could absolutely tap into that and like blow open the core gameplay loop. I guess Lucid Blocks doesn't need to be any more complicated than it is. Like it's like a Cruelty Squad-like, right? But nerd. I'll be a super nerd. Why not? Oh, right, I have to, like, boost to be able to dig through this, right? What kind of food was it again? I don't remember if I made enough to... A specific kind of cooked food, right? Hamburg steak. Okay. This fully recovers your PP. I could go do it and come back, I guess. Oh, this is where I want to go, though, isn't it? I guess I can see it on the map now. Hold on. Just get there from the surface. Oh, that's cute. Gonna teach you that, like, these kinds of machines can exist. Oh, I didn't realize there was extra wheat back here. Okay. Pokemon Conservation Project. Store all Pokemon on the planet in a massive computer system while humanity takes refuge in space. That's cool. Oh, perfect timing. That's cool. Yeah, I went ahead and bought it ahead of time. I haven't redeemed my rare Pokémon yet. I guess I should do that. Yeah, it sounds like they have a lot of big ideas. That DLC announcement reads like they have some hatred in their heart, right? Like, they were annoyed that Animal Crossing came out and completely wasted its moments. It makes me mad just kind of thinking about it right now. Comes out, like, right at the start of lockdown. Unprecedented opportunity. I don't want them to, like, you know, do, like, a fucking epic with Fortnite or whatever and kill their developers, but it's like, okay, guys, it might be a time to, like, if you were planning to work on another game, pivot to Animal Crossing, because you have the most captive audience conceivable, right? And they just kind of didn't do anything with it. That's cool. Yeah, to me, hype is the death of joy. It's like, if you get excited about something and look forward to it, it's just joy you're borrowing from your future self, so... So I try to know as little as possible about games if I can get away with it. Yeah, it does seem like very expandable. I'm kind of like dismayed. I think how to put this. Like, I do think that the live service forever game is bad in most respects. Like, most of the time, it's probably better to just make a sequel to a game. But I think there have been games like Pokopia where it's like, okay, well, this could be like a platform, right? You could just keep expanding Pokopia forever. Like, if you were to make Pokopia 2, it would be kind of weird because you'd kind of have to start redoing all the stuff that you already did really well at the beginning. Or if you don't redo those things, you'd have to, like, do the thing where the dev doesn't want to just make the same game again, so they make it completely different, which is also fine. But it's like, I don't know. I wouldn't be mad if you just kept adding zones to Pokopia for the next 20 years, you know what I mean? But it feels like it's like only MMOs end up working out like that most of the time, or like really, really predatory gacha type games. Or like Warframe. Mountain flowers, okay. Our Fortnite, sadly. Oh, I guess that still counts as a... Okay. Doesn't care what color it is. So it's just like whichever one I pick locks out the other one until I find the legendary Pokemon in that zone. Yeah, Fortnite or like a lot of like, you know, kind of PvP focused games are able to be forever games that get updated forever, but it doesn't really happen with like just really cool single player games that have a lot of room to be expanded on indefinitely. I guess Rock Band kind of. We might still have like rhythm games if Rock Band had just decided to be a platform really early. And then Activision didn't ruin it by releasing fucking 20 goddamn Guitar Hero games a year with new instruments every time. They eventually got there with Rock Band 4. They spent like 10 years just adding DLC to Rock Band 4. Like, we don't need to make Rock Band 5. Why would we, right? But even that ran out of steam at some point. I guess Minecraft is kind of that. Terraria is kind of that, sort of. And it's a little bit different when it's indie devs who are expanding their games forever, but... Oh, this is an ice zone? Could it be? Gadzooks. Oh, floating islands. Yeah. Indie devs have been doing it for a while. This is a really interesting zone. What do these blocks say? Oh, they're junk. Huh. So floating islands like skyscrapers and stuff. Oh, that's cool. Neat. Hey, what's up? I want to learn. Wouldn't be surprised you learned to fly sooner or later. Not now, though. You got it. Cool color scheme, Rickety. Alright, chill out. Go do a dream island before time's out here. I wish I could sort this by, like, the bag space stuff, right? Okay, I gotta raise the environment level. Like, there should be, like, an icon on this, like, this is really fucking important, you know what I mean? Not a big deal, but... Always gonna trend toward being the most expensive. At least, like, rely on that, really. And it is towards the bottom, but... Backspace would be nice. Waste paper. Pinwheels. Makes sense, yeah. Okay. I'm curious what they do when they add expansions to it. What's your great idea? Building kits. So wheat's not the same thing as a wheat seed, right? Yeah. Flower seeds. Shaded pink tall grass. You decided that goop is always bad, right? Oops. It's never used for spawning Pokemon or whatever. Okay. People up over here and clean it all up. Skyland flowers. Construction site generator. Iron pipes, iron scaffolding. Sort these by the order in which I ran into them? No. Regular pipes on the ground. Yeah, it's not the same as... Oh, I see there's some. One in the front. One more of those. Whoopsies. I know it's technically acceptable, but I will fix it. Yeah, I love these habitats where like all the pieces you need to construct it are nearby. Which cool inside. Hey, what's up? Sprigatito. Is this a newer starter, like a grass starter? Yeah, I can picture the Dragon Quest Builders Epiphany Puzzler in my mind so perfectly. Like, there's so many cool secrets you could do. You could do stuff that's like really, really crazy, like 4 layers deep ARG level, maybe a player will discover this in 20 years kinds of secrets, but you could also just have stuff lying all around the world that players could just figure out from level design cues, right? You could have all kinds of levels of like, here's the thing that we give you explicit hints for, here's the thing where we just expect you to figure out based on nearby patterns. If someone makes it, let me know. If someone makes the Pokopia Dragon Quest Builders voxel Epiphany Puzzler game, I don't think I'd ever be able to get to a point where I would be able to make it myself, but I can already, like, imagine, like, there's so much design space for puzzles in that. It would be rad as hell. Traces. Trash Can Central. Should be able to do that one. I should make my own house. You want the habitat hints. Needs to be near hot spring water. Okay. Perch and standing mic. Cute. It will be fun to sit down at some point and just, like, go ham on building habitats. Den kits, box sofa. I see. You can buy the resources for that already. Okay. Slide. Huts. Are the habitat hints that you get from this you can only get the hint from this PC, or can you find them in the wild sometimes? I can make cannon. I can make cannons now, so that's interesting. Pirate Pokemon. They at least sorted the stuff that was a one-time purchase, like the habitat hints. That would go a long way, I think. Yeah, I assume you could just look up all of the habitats and just do them without ever finding these, but still cool. All right, beautiful. So today only. I can get a ditto flag from here, right? Or do I have to craft one? I don't remember. I'm gonna make a shitty house really quick so I can get back here. Crafted. Let me tell you. Conkeldurr. Concrete's amazing. The Conkeldurr taught humans how to make concrete 2,000 years ago. Cute. Brokey. Hydrated pink tall grass. Okay. Hydrated's a little tough. There's water in there, though. There we go. And we said water replenishes itself as long as it drops one block, is how that works. We could just do this, which is what they want me to do here. Oh god. Wants a washing station, towel rack, wall mirror, and sink. What's up, bud? No, thank you, Mr. I saw somebody built like an SCP containment facility for Mr. Mime. It's pretty funny. Swablu. Slightly better sorting and filtering in these menus could go a long way, I think. I just scrolled right past it, didn't I? Hey, what's up, man? Wrong button. Oh, cool. Thanks. Door. It's my beautiful house. Sweet. All right, so that being done, let's go ahead and do our Sky Island, Sparkling Skylands. Wish I knew my Pokemon Red towns better. Like, most of them didn't really stick with me. Didn't help that, like, every Pokemon sequel was the same shit again. So, maybe could have been iconic if we had, like, revisited them in each game or something. But I remember their names. I know they're all named after colors, right? Oh, I should go bank stuff really quick. Still need to sort through all this future me problem. I guess I did pick up the Pokemetal from the DLC. Fuck you, future Marstead. Okay. Nope. Maybe I did this one? Let's see. He warns you what the island's going to contain first, right? I think I did that one already. Oh, I know I haven't been to that one. No, there was one that was like where you use surf, and there was one where you did like the safari, and there was one that had like a casino in it. Because like Dragon Quest, Pokemon loves the fucking Pokemon casino. I hate that shit so much. Stained glass window. Don't mind if I do. Squeaky clean. The humans didn't want their church robbed. They shouldn't have destroyed the environment. No one knows what this is a statue of. It's the statues that's in all the gyms, right? Pokemon that they never actually made a Pokemon out of. The John Mammal of Pokemons. I see. So we probably want to have the hamburger steak. I'll make a bunch of that in the future. I'm not going to worry about it too much right now because I can always come back here in the future. Try showing it to a Pokemon with a paint specialty. Oh, that's kind of cool. I feel like for like how incredibly crunchy this game is, it has so much for a player that just wants to like build a town and decorate it, right? That's really cool. I feel like those kinds of games are frequently in conflict with each other. You either get like a very crunchy mechanics video game, you know, that the kind of thing that appeals to me. Or you get one that's kind of more of a playground or a sandbox. And so to get a sandbox that has so much stuff to do is really neat. I would hope that, like, that doesn't cause an audience problem for the people who just want the sandbox and don't want the crunchy game aspect. I don't think there's anything else to loot in here that I can see. Making sure. There's gold ore here, so that's cool. Nope. Interesting places to loot here. It's nice to be able to get iron ore that you don't have to be able to have the hamburg steak to dig through. Game definitely has one of the better twists on, like, cooked food. Outside of, like, Bloodstained, I tend to hate how most games handle cooking. It's just like, okay, it's a bunch of different degenerate things that increase your health, and that's it. And I think this is one of the coolest ideas they have. It's like, yeah, we're gonna make it so that, like, if you use the thing that buffs leafage, it will buff leafage for X uses. It doesn't get consumed if you're, like, using the other skills. Like, what a cool idea. I don't have really anything else to loot here. Keep working on environment level in the new zone. Can you return home out of a dream island, or do you have to do this first and then warp? Thank you. Are you so precious and curled up, Mr. Ben? I think I was until you started talking to me. I can get a picture of him. Got little bean toes. Bullpix. See if we go to a safari zone type area, that would be kind of cool. What are the chances? You made this home with that jaw? Probably can get one near a rock. Doesn't count as rock shaded. Okay, that's fine. Thought I'd check. You never know. Roki's not here yet. Spawns from the water. Okay, I thought it was the other little mini game. Can you clean up, like, pollution? Slime? Surprised they didn't do more with, like, the various pollution Pokemon, like Grimer and Muck. Oh, there aren't multiple different water type abilities. Cleaning is the only one they get. I've got this. You tell him. It's gonna be awesome to replace the cracked asphalt with not cracked asphalt. What's up? What'd you remember? Dragonite? Duckweed, water, a high up location. That's interesting. Sweet. Oh, that is cool, yeah. I do think they made it pretty possible for you to find some cool habitats by accident. Mysterious stone. I knew about this one. Bookcase, seat, table, pencil holder. I guess the amount of slime in the zone acts as like a penalty to your environment meter. There's a finite amount of it that you can clean up that helps with environment level. Maybe it's just a later, like, focus center task that you can do to get rid of all of it. To go. Okay. Just Pokemon and housing, I guess. Clean this up real quick. I like Froakie. Here, you want to have a house? Wow, is this my new home? Hey, it's Dragonite. Hell yeah. I like Dragonite. Dragonite, one of the Pokemon where it seems like this was going to be a completely different evolution chain early on in development for Pokemon, and then they moved some of them around. It's like Dragonite was going to be a Magikarp evolution, maybe? Something like that. You're a Ditto, right? Oh, hell yeah. That seems really fucking useful. Amazing. Great work, Ditto. It's pretty helpful. It's kind of cool to get that 15 hours in. Glide. Rolling really slowly. Can't press the button in advance, turns out. I'm tinkering a ton today. I mentioned this last episode, but one of the things I find really impressive about this game is I think that they're really good at, like, concealing the structure of the game, and you'll pick up on it if you've played video games before, but it's a pretty standard, like, quest tree in every zone, where it's like, okay, you talk to this person, talking to that person gives you a habitat hint for this Pokemon, which then teaches you Glide, which takes you to an area that teaches you about the next Pokemon that eventually gets you to the, like, climate change objective for the zone, right? But it all kind of just feels like, yeah, I'm just doing a thing, and oh yeah, this just kind of happened. It feels like it's, like, natural. It's cool. It helps that the game doesn't force you to do any of those things. It's just like, oh, yeah, you can go interact with that now if you want to, or come back to it later. Who cares? It's fine. The fuck? Don't recognize this one. Ditto's face. It's another special named Pokemon. You okay? The Tinkmaster. Tinkaton. Okay, that's cool. Fairy Steel is a cool combination. I actually really like that. This game, like, I would say projects isn't even the right word. It's like, it's screaming how confident it is in itself, which is really cool and kind of infectious, because you play so many games, especially in, like, the 2010s that are, like, that broadcast the opposite of confidence. They're like, oh god, no one's going to get our game. They're not going to like our game. They're not going to know what to do. They're going to be confused. You know what I mean? And they, like, are way too handholdy as a result. And I don't think this game is, like, an elite... Like, if you were... like, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 years old, you'd probably figure this game out. You're not going to get stuck. If you run around and you do something that's not core progress, you'll stumble back into what you're supposed to do eventually, right? It just kind of, like, belies how silly that is to be so stressed out about whether your players are going to get it or not, which is so common with AAA games. 6 bricks of concrete. Fix the lifts. Sure can. I like that they give you lots of little different breadcrumbs of the same piece of information, right? It's likely that you already met him by this point if you were just kind of experimenting and looking for habitat signs in the starting area, but just in case you didn't, they make it clear what you're supposed to do. I keep thinking I can just press and hold the button. I have to press it and then press it again in midair. I like you do like a little forward dash when you glide too. It's a pretty forgiving glide. I do like all the junk cubes. Unknown ore. Whoa, what's this place? Gym leader Sabrina of Saffron City. Ah. That's cool. Psychic Master. I would like to be a nerd, please. Don't have to try very hard. Oh fuck, we're at time. Time flies by playing this game. Hey, Gardevoir. What's up? I will have to do that later. Friends with Gardevoir. Pokopia is awesome. I'm probably just gonna stitch this on in the next VOD rather than upload a quick 1.5 hour long video. So if you're watching in the future on YouTube, more video in a couple seconds. Okay, back with more Pokemon Pokopia for a couple hours. I'll get a full episode of this. I think I need to go cook a bunch of things, so I guess I'll just warp to do that. Need to be able to dig more. Also check in on the built Focus Center here. Moslax has the eat specialty. Hey, check out this masterpiece. Yeah. Hey. Let's keep it up, Ditto. I love those little badges when you beat the levels. They're really good little banners. Oh my god, 2 stamps in a row. First time ever. Chat, visit Dream Island, make food. Well, I'm about to make food. Go ahead and buy all these. Boat door. Environment level 20. Where's a rock smash? They want a bunch of these. Great job, Ditto. Ah, a new Pokemon. That's always exciting. Hello. Excadrill. We definitely want to have a shitload of beans. Recipes, okay. What's a fine next step? Okay. Can do. All right, let's go to what this is. Trace of a Pokemon. I don't recognize that. It's cute though. Strange strings. Cool electric guitar. Oh, okay. wish I had a bunch of different CDs. Sure, yo. Let's talk about CDs, yo. Thought I had one on me, but I must have deposited it. Okay. This is cool court, not fool court. We like cool CDs. Let's go to something I wanted to do in the Withered Wasteland. This game is all about constantly being distracted. Like, what the fuck was I doing? I'll figure it out. Why would I want to come back here before going to the new zone? There is a reason. It wasn't just dropping off my junk. I think it's the... There's like a weird human building that wants me to dump food into it. Go check. I think I need a bunch of tomatoes for that, though. I don't remember if I planted those somewhere. Probably did. This is a future me problem. This is a future me problem. Fuck you, future me. Sucks to be you. Sucks to be you. Hey, what's up, Onyx? Thanks for the sticks, man. You know, good looking out. Someone's yelling there's a nearby Pokemon. Hold on. I got a bunch of shit I gotta do. I'm coming. Oh, hey, Oddish. I know that one. Do you think a lot of these Pokemon designs, like, translate to kind of smooth, two-tone 3D? They look awesome. They look really, really good. It's kind of minimalist approach. Recipe for a rope. Welcome, Oddish. Very happy to see you. Right, if I go to the Growlithe Island again, I know something I would get there. What the fuck was this thing? I think I remember. Oh no, it was more in the direction of Slowpoke's house. Here's some tomatoes. I know, what are these? It's weird that they wouldn't have grown by now. Get more sprinklers later would be nice. Alright, what do you want from me? Tomatoes, wheat. Cement. One sec, y'all. I'm gonna move chair so that Ben can get on his cat tree more easily because he tried. Oh, this game rules. It's really, really good. Cascade-like badge. It's like Subnautica, Minecraft, Dragon Quest Builders. It's by far the best Pokemon game. Like, it's not even close. Amber, fluff, and paper. I think I just got paper for the first time. I just got the ability to make paper, I want to say. Let's go back and see. Let me double check. I do have a minute. Squirtle, what's up? Thanks. If you go to Marstead.com and log in, if you're actively subscribed, I have to update it after subscriptions come through, but you should have some sub-block time in there where you can assign a game. I don't think I show you as an active sub. Did you sub recently? Yeah, shoot me a whisper about it, and I'll make sure you're set up off stream so you can specify a game there. 'Cause I don't think you'd specified one last time. Oh, I'll hook you up after stream. Whisper you back when you're good to go. Okay, some of this shit is going to be the paper that I just picked up. Thing that you use to make paper. I said fuck you, future Marstead, and now I'm future Marstead. Sadly. I never deposited it because I need to... Oh, it's this stuff, isn't it? The waste paper? Okay. So, miscellaneous. I bet a Pokemon has to process it into paper, huh? This isn't, because usually, like, you have to, like, turn logs into lumber with the Pokemon. Maybe it's someone in the new zone, since the new zone is the first place I encountered paper. "30 years of making concrete." Put limestone into it. Okay. Iron ingots, no problem. Anyone with crush can use that? Okay. has to be in the water. That's kind of cool. Alright, so there's just like a limestone quarry right here. Is that the idea? Veggies are the best. We're on the same island. Hello. I agree. By Bravo. Ground Dragon. It's not a bug Pokemon? Oh, thanks for dropping that junk everywhere. Appreciate that. So presumably there is some limestone in this zone. Here. Oh, Dragonite and Froakie are hanging out. How cute. Skyland Spotted Cliff Rock. Stone flooring. It's really going to be fun to clean all these areas up eventually. Need 4 trash cans. Ooh, Dragonite doll, that's cool. We can go to a new zone. Do that before we wrap here. Looking for limestone. I think Gardevoir was back here somewhere. I had to leave because I was at the end of stream last time. Habitats, very exciting. Slide and a toy. That's actually pretty doable. Oh, I like that Pokemon too. Snivy? Dear Douglas. See you, Jazz. And no worries, I can also just ping you on Discord. Protruding wall. This looks like limestone. Hey, saw the stalagmite. I remembered it was stalagmite because it might reach the ceiling, right? That is probably comical overkill. Ultra ruin. Love this junk tower. Something's gonna require these hydrants. They give you glide at the perfect time. Like the pacing of all the progression upgrades in this game is perfect, in my opinion. Oh, hey, Ben. And you. Thanks, buddy. Recognize that one. Pink tall grass. Not much to clean up here. Doing up there, bro? Just leave this to me. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. This place really needs cleaning now. I think I would just have a blast with this being my, like, airplane game from now on. Airplane dentist office game. Just, like, 100% focus on restoring these areas. Don't do anything creative ever. Just, like, say, oh, the asphalt's broken. I'll replace it with nice asphalt. Vending machine set. Okay. Has to be powered, it sounds like. How many of these trash cans did I picked up? Just enough. Beautiful. Trash can central. That's a sneaky place to put an item. Also a good way to, like, tip off that you should clean this shit up. This makes the cleanup quite a bit faster. This meant to travel further, is that what we're saying? To come up somehow. Okay. Got it too much right now. I see. It's because it's already stretched too far. It has to go down to continue to build. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that. Concrete. How much do I actually need for this mission? Make concrete. 6 bricks. Okay. Keep cleaning up in the general area then. I do like that the Pokemon notice other Pokemon showing up and call your attention to it. There's a lot of great little quality of life things like that. Guitar. Photo number 7. I did a lot with the little when it comes to all the little photos and like log entries and stuff. I think that stuff's really cool. Alright. That's enough for the main mission. I can also go try to find Gardevoir around here somewhere. What kind of gear? I need an iron ingot. I sure do. Only working on that iron ingot. They don't want me to actually wait when they do that. See if I can find Gardevoir real quick. It's nice the game, like if you fly into a ledge, it tries to like boost you up on top of it without having an actual grab-on mechanic. It was here somewhere, if I recall correctly. What's up? Sure thing. Block off. Oh, Team Rocket. That's cool. Block off the source of the water. Okay, that's cool. Metal. Oh, they give you that so you can dig for it. That's smart. That's very nice of them to just give you some in this room. That's exciting. Rare Pokemetal fragments, even better. I like the Pokemetal Cave song. Okay, so that consumes your rock smash, I see. Smart. Quite clever. That is a lot fucking faster than mining normally. I'd played a little bit more Pokopia before I went on my 2 13-hour flights. Sped things up just a teensy bit. Parts of the soundtrack remind me of Katamari Damacy. Smelting furnace to make ingots. Okay. So, I have one of those. Let me get that started, I guess, in case I need Pokemetal later. Bit of a hike, but it's okay. Hey, what's up, Choke? Thanks for always being rad. That's pretty nice. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, actually. Thanks, dude. Continue the glorious Pokemon commune. We're happy now? Yeah, okay. Check in on this tool. Gotta do Dream Island before we're done, so I got about an hour. You all curled up, Mr. Ben? He's a precious baby. He doesn't have any money. It'd be really cool once I've caught all the Pokemon to decide like where all they're gonna live. Do stuff like have them all organized by type or something, right? This is one of the most like permissive glides I've ever seen in a game. It's great. Tinka Gears. Did a really great job with the Pokemon pathing, too. They really don't get lost, it seems like. Utility, probably. Oh, that's why. Okay. The little animation she does where she, like, holds back the heavy weapon and, like, wipes her nose, that's from, like, some specific anime or something. It's in everything, though. Oh, I see. So it auto tries to connect. They got the little rusty thing there to suggest where you ought to put it. Sure. Nature's Market. Raichu? It's pretty specific. Boulder, tree, cash register, power. See, I don't know if I'm going to end up worrying too much about habitat setup until later, but it is kind of cool. To see random Pokemon eating fruit from the trees. They mentioned that was possible early on. Great Builder Tinkaton. Space to it. Environment to level 3, okay. How close are we? Yes, please. Getting pretty close. No home, Tinkagear, and Gardevoir. Let's try to fix that. than homeless. More hydrated pink tall grass. Salad, I think, was that one. Oh, hydrated flower bed. Discovered. They do give you a lot of places where you're pre-set up to connect these, which is cool. Thank you. Concrete is the problem right now. Fuck. I love there's a recommended placement for like everything. It's very cool. Really like that aspect of the game. Trying to figure out like what the dev is trying to tell you. Probably just bring Gardevoir over here. So much garbage everywhere. I like that there's like crafting stations all over the place. You don't have to make a ton of them. Definitely feels like one of the most thoughtful games in this kind of Minecraft spin-off genre I've ever seen. Even stuff like this, like just fix this one tile, right? It feels really satisfying. Oh, you've restored a birdsong garden habitat. That's cool. Nice. The water's not on the way now, I guess is the idea. I'm gonna drop a feather there, Ho-Oh. And there we go. okay, I thought this was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna be like, okay, connect one, and then this one was gonna connect 2, but I think I have the resources for it. That's how I can get Gardevoir to come back with me. I think there is still a... Oh, I see. I can get a water wheel running here, and then start spreading power around. God, this game is so good, man. I just think that, like, Minecraft mechanics plus authored equals fucking awesome. Like, so many Minecrafty games are heavily dependent on procedural generation. I guess that makes sense why that would happen, but... I just think it's dope as hell that all these areas are very carefully curated. I had just set something up near where Gardevoir was. This way. Like, if someone just wants to make a game that's just this, like, doesn't have any of the Pokemon stuff in it necessarily, I think that part's awesome too, but if someone just wanted to make here's a broken city, go and restore it using Minecraft mechanics, turns out that's really cool. Alright, where are you? Yo! Follow me. This way. A new home, how exciting. Stored a bunch of those. Thank you for all the garbage you keep picking up. You want to replace these with the appropriate blocks in the future, but for now this will be fine. Fix all that up later. I'll come back here in a second after checking out the Dragonite Dream Island. iffy. You can do better. See what all they want. Gardevoir and... How's your comfort level? Writer. Relaxation. I'd have to set up electricity. Should have enough utility poles to do that from the places that are available, but do this for now, though. I made your home a little nicer. Toy. Okay. I need to go get my grass Pokemon to work making lumber. Oh my, how delightful. Average. There's been a noticeable improvement. That's great. Alright. Iffy Ditto. Rapinch. What they want. Writer. Get some items from initial area really quick. And I can go ahead and visit the new thing too. You have arrived home. What's up? Thanks for the sticks, man. Look at this. Make me some lumber. See what all stored in here right now. Ender chest would be really nice. See if they add something like that, if it doesn't already exist. Oh, looks great. Sure. All of these animations are like eek. They're so good. Take as long as you need. Yeah. Figure out which unit wants waste paper and process it. Most of the time, because Pokemetal is so useful since you use like 3D print stuff. Game is one of the most like responsible uses of time-gated content I think I've ever seen in a game. I don't get the like extreme Animal Crossing stress of like I need to play this every day. It's like, oh, you know, real time passes, it means I get a few things that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise, but there's still plenty to do even if I'm not leaving it offline, right? This game and like Melvor Idol, very few games that manage to pull off time-gated content in a way that doesn't feel like really scummy, or which is balanced really poorly. An ability to like suck up blocks automatically while I'm rolling. Another thing they could add with DLC, I guess. Okay, I think I got all the Pokemetal. Too bad. Rollout helps a lot. I love that like all of these transformations have a hat. Well, do you actually transform? Locomotion gets pretty good over time, too. Even just picking up this Dragonite form is pretty nice just for getting around. Pile of iron pipes. Punching game. just like very simple maneuverability improvements, like being able to quickly climb something that's close to you like that. Convenient. Flowery table. Grandfather clock. Antique clock. Cool, they make that painless as well. Seems pretty cool. I don't think I can remove this, right? This is like... Yeah. You have to like do like building kits for those, I think, if I recall correctly. Go throw all that Pokemetal in the furnace, and then we'll keep trying to explore the new town. I did enjoy the flight, thank you. Oh, you can like sprint while in that form. Okay, I didn't realize that. I'll set up a bunch more of those. Ooh, that takes forever. That's good to know. Should be good for my storage needs, though. I can set those up for all of my junk chests. I need so many of those. Okie doke. Back to Sparkling Skylands. You have arrived home. Lots Someone gave me seeds recently. Yeah. I need 4 of those. Tournament level increased. Nice. What does that get me? 3 is like super doable. You build a Poke Center. Probably requires a bunch of concrete, I would guess. Hey, what's up? Thanks. It's mine. Okay. TP up. I want that pretty bad. Okay. Oh, and a Pokemart. That's interesting. That's only just now become available. Okay. I could probably make that happen. Glass and gold ingots. A bit harder. And gold was able to spawn on the Arcanine Island. So confident. Cool. Just remind myself what I need here. Pokemetal, concrete, glass, and gold ingot. Okay. Maybe try to work on that next time we get a full 5-hour episode of this game. I do have one, so follow me up this way, y'all. Actually, a bit ahead of y'all, aren't I? Oh, hold on, guys. More important. Hey, Dratini. Dude. You can do it, Professor Tangrowth. Great work, y'all. Very proud. That's cool. So they try to use it. Curious how they plan to have us restore this place. What a building. Scope out the second floor. Okay. Be connected to an elevator platform. Interesting. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even notice that before. Maybe they worked here? I'm kind of hungry. How are you feeling? Would be a cool project to try to like completely fix the building. That would be like really huge project though. Team R's warehouse. And just all the different areas of space. Interesting. Make it fancy. This is just the roof. Let's do this. It's pretty funny, Bucky. Okay, that's not too bad. I know how to get glass, though. Request underway. Engineer. Lead huge building projects. Okay, so 25 concrete, 10 glass, which I need to figure out how to make. And we already know how to make Pokemetal. Heard Ho-Oh around, but I really missed my chance. Oh, there it is. Nope. It's a nice touch to make you have to use water gun on that. Five alarm clock. 5? Cave on the backside of the island. Interesting. Over a waterfall. Way to draw my attention. Oh yeah, there's a cave down there, isn't there? And a bunch of alarm clocks. Pretty cool. Well, how many cute little, like, bespoke things they put in the game, like that cave, and then make sure they have ways to kind of draw your attention to it. But you could also just stumble on it yourself. Yeah, this is coming pretty good. I have like a thing that collection. I'm gonna figure out glass here. Won't give you clues for stuff that you don't already have. Might just be sand in a furnace, right? That's kind of the standard. It is so sleepy. Seen a lot of the different kinds of materials that can exist. Try sand. Got your alarm clocks, bro. Put all 5 near my home. Really funny and very cool. Okay, I need to get some sand. Don't think I have any in my inventory right now. I gotta have beach sand. Maybe that's good enough. You get Pokemetal from there too, so. What's up? Why do they just like give you crap all the time? It's cute. God, that takes so long. Oh boy. Okay, so sand does in fact make glass. I gotta set up way more of these smelters though. They also cost iron if I recall correctly. Smelting furnace, okay. So, Charmander and Charizard can probably both help. I think other fire Pokemon. I know I have several other ones too. Score Bunny too, maybe? Probably gonna need more iron. So I know I need gold. Thanks, Square Bunny. Reesh. So this takes so long, I should try to like get as many of those running as possible in between episodes. I gotta double check and see if I deposited ore anywhere in between episodes. Probably need a shitload of glass at some point. I may as well get this up and running now. Come on, Charmander. I got this. Get it, little guy. Hell yeah. Do you have a Pikachu doll? I did. Just checking if any of this is ore. I don't think so. It's 30 rare Pokemetal. I needed the 10 Pokemetal, so that's good. Might be able to get that set up before we wrap here in 15 minutes. The skyscraper rebuild, that is. And then materials I would have put in here, if anywhere. Let's get brass going here, or glass, I mean. Yo, Charizard, buddy. Get it, guys. Oh man, I love that you can get everyone contributing in the community. It's nice. It doesn't feel exploitative, too. It doesn't feel like industrializing villagers in Minecraft, which feels like super gross. So I need glass. I don't know how long it takes to produce glass. Trace of a Pokemon. Hydrated tall grass. That's doable. That's hydrated. How's this glass project coming? Okay, it's quite a bit faster than Pokemetal, but still takes a while. Need a total of 10 of those? I feel like I almost should, like, get everybody making that right now. Get the other stuff turned in. Wait, could it be? Who we got? Who we got? Very little. Dreepy. Dragon Ghost. Okay. I guess you get a lot of dragon Pokemon in this zone, which makes sense. I love the personalities they came up with for all the Pokemon. That's really cool. Okay, so I just need 10 glass, then I have to get all the Pokemon over here. Doable. reassign Score Bunny. Yeah, okay, so gold is about as slow as Pokemetal. One glass, oh boy. Grateful for that transfer half button. I guess it's the Poke Center always takes a whole day, and the other, like, task for a zone tends to take, like, 15 minutes, so I can't get it set up before we sign off here. It's not the end of the world. I've already been working on that forever. I don't know if I want to interrupt it. Probably have other fire Pokemon. I think Torkoal is fire in the caves back here. What's up, bro? Leave it to me. Hey, beautiful. Leave me with a bunch of glass when we come back next time. Next time we'll have to go to the other island that has a chance of having glass in it. Vulpix might also count. I keep thinking this is going to sort, like, the actual Pokedex order on the list. No, it's not. That's really interesting. Is fire. Specialty is burn. Okay. Yeah, so at some point I feel like it makes sense to just kind of like round up all the fire Pokemon and get them in like a little house full of things for them to smelt. I think that would be fun. Okay, well, it's gonna take too long to get all the glass together, so we can just call it there. Future Marstead, you're still building the skyscraper and this Poke Center, but the Poke Center requires 25 glass and 25 gold, so you're gonna have to find that gold. It's gonna be pretty tricky. 2 more Pokemetal too, that should be pretty doable. Pokopia rules, I love this game. Game of the decade. It's really, really good. I have basically no notes. Big yawn, Ben. You know when I'm signing off stream? So precious. More Pokopia coming soon.